I think a big part of this year has just been basically two things: chemistry and depth. I think our chemistry is a little bit better than it was last year, and we're deeper in a lot of positions. Obviously, the addition of Carly Grady back, from injury from last year, and then, with Darty coming in this year, height-wise, was a huge addition for us. But, we graduated some talented kids last year, and, I really think this group just seems to have better chemistry together, which has been a major part of it. But, we're still having some dips and some learning curves and some experience issues and things, It's been a big part of our conversation the last couple of days is that we're almost there. We're losing games by 2, by 6, by 4, by whatever, we're right there, but we're making some big mistakes that are costing us. Free throw percentage has been an issue, turnovers have been an issue, and if we can get those things cleaned up, I think we're going to see the surge that we want. But that's our focus going into PAC week right now, is to try to fix some of the issues that we've been having that are straight in our control.
Talk about just the two newcomers that are leading the team in scoring. First off, speak on what Doherty's been able to do in the conference with, end of the year as the conference leader in double-doubles with 11. He's had multiple 20-point games. And then speak on what Haley's been able to do, second in the conference in three-point shooting. I think she's made like 49 this year. Just what have those two brought to the table that has kind of helped this team succeed?
Kelsey, has just been a really, really great addition to the program. I think she fits very well into the system that we run. We're definitely up-tempo. We run a lot of motion in the half court, and those are things that work for her. So I think, most of it has just been that it's a really, really good fit for her, and for us, the two match very, very well. But, she continues to get better every single day. She learns a little bit more. The second round of conference has been interesting for her because she now knows people instead of the first round where she kind of had no idea who she was going up against and what. We obviously showed film and talked about people, but until you're on the court with somebody, a lot of her matchups were kind of unknown until she got out there. So, second round, she's got a little bit better information under her belt, been able to do some different things with that information. But she's just been a really great, she can score, she's, getting better defensively every single day. She's obviously a nice rebounder for us. She's just been a really great addition, and it's someone who fits very well into our program. Haley's a scorer, and Haley's a tough cookie. She came through a bit of a rough patch in the middle of the season where, her three wasn't falling. She got a little frustrated with what she was able to do on the floor, and, I give her a ton of credit because I think she went to the other stuff that she could be productive with. She's also up on the list in steals in the conference. She's a big part of our ball movement. She's starting to attack the rim a little bit more. So in addition to still being, a pretty good outside shooter, she's found other ways. She gets on the boards. She's up there on our team and rebounding. She's done a lot of things to stay involved, even through a little bit of a scoring slump that she went through mid-season. And she's been digging her way out of it. So, she had a good game on Saturday. We look forward to her having hopefully a good week in PAC week too.
Let's move on. Let's talk about first round matchup with Westminster. It's a team that we've split with this year.
Yes.
Both teams taking the home contest. What do you know of the Titans, and what do you see out of the matchup tonight?
We know that they're going to come in here swinging. They're not going to go away. They're going to fight for every minute of every second of this game, and we know that they're coming in trying to take us out. So, we're ready, hopefully ready for that. And, they're really scrappy. They are a young team as well who's been trying to battle some of their learning curves and chemistry issues and all of that, and they're playing much, much better basketball than they were at the beginning of the year, even since the first time that we played them when they beat us at their place. So it's going to be a battle tonight. We know that. We're going to have to be ready for them to come in here, and it's going to be a battle of styles, battle of tempo, and hopefully we can force ours on both ends.
arguably the biggest key player for them is the senior Allison Bortz. What do you know of her? What does she bring to the table for that team, and what do you expect out of her tonight?
She's just an unbelievable fighter. I mean, just a feisty kid. She has multiple counter moves in the post. So, you know, the key is to keep Darty in the right position, keep our post players in general out of foul trouble on her. But she has the ability to just change a game. And, you know, we obviously want to eliminate that factor as much as we can. So she hurt us very badly up at their place. We did a better job on her here. But I know as a senior she's going to come in here firing all guns tonight, ready to go and ready to extend her season as well.
One of the biggest strengths for you guys this year has been your ability on the rebounding on the glass. How do you expect to take advantage of that tonight?
Hopefully we can take advantage of it tonight. You know, it's no secret that we like to rebound. I mean, everybody in the conference knows that. We want to get on the boards to get second, third, fourth, sometimes more opportunities if we can get them. You know, and a lot of that is because, you know, sometimes we don't make the first shot. You know, there's the easy thing. If you make the first shot, you don't have to rebound. But, you know, sometimes our shooting percentage struggles a little bit. So, you know, we really put a lot of emphasis on second opportunities. And hopefully we can. I mean, that's been a big part of our game, not only us, but we try to make that differential between teams. You know, how many offensive rebounds do we give up versus how many do we get? And there are very few games this year that we've given up more than we've gotten. That's a stat that we kind of keep tabs on throughout the year. So hopefully that continues tonight.
Talk about your guard play just a little bit, especially the emergence of Lexi Naples as being a true point guard for you guys. What has that kind of done in the second half of the season that's allowed you to maybe slow down your offense a little bit and play a little bit more in control this year?
It's given us the option to do both. You know, we put a lot of pressure on our guards to push tempo. Again, there's no secret. We like to play at a fast tempo. We'd rather run than set up a play any old day. So, you know, we put a lot of pressure, especially on Lexi, Lauren, Maitia Barker, who's running that position for us as well, and our wing guards to really force tempo. When we get it, go, push, advance the ball quickly on the pass, not on the dribble. We want to get the ball up the floor. The nice thing about Lexi is that she's really come into her own in terms of understanding those moments where we don't have the push. And she's able to calm us down, set up a set, get us going something in the half court. So it's not as much of a frantic tempo as it is just a high tempo. Back to the rebounding, you know, when we get an offensive rebound, especially when we have a couple attempts there, if we get another one, pull it back out, set things back up. She's really starting to understand those moments and the rhythm to us offensively, you know, which is nice because I'm not having to try to control it as much from the sideline. You know, we've got somebody on the court who's doing really starting to do a very nice job of doing that on the floor.
Big keys for tonight for you guys, what are they?
Number one, energy. I mean, we got to come out fired up, ready to go. You know, and I keep getting text messages from Michaela Tipton today with emojis of strong arm and clappy hands and, you know, things like that, that we're going to be good to go today. So, you know, high energy emotion is going to be a big part of this whole week. You know, we've talked a lot about how, again, really we're almost there. So if we can put together a couple of games, we could really make a run this week. It's going to take a lot of things coming together, and we know that. It's not going to be an easy road by any shot, but we feel that we actually have, you know, legitimate chance of making a little bit of a run this week. But, you know, tonight, for sure, energy is going to be a big key. It's our last home game of the season, so, you know, we would kind of want to go out on a high note with that part of it. And, you know, rebounding is always a big battle. They're going to crash very hard, and we want to eliminate their second opportunities as well as getting ours. They're going to be a team that never goes away, and we got to play for 40 minutes.